Welcome to today's podcast. I'm Hassam, and in this episode, I'll tell you a story titled The Final Key. On a cold November night, rain tapped gently against the windows of an old European city. Among narrow alleys and ancient buildings stood a massive library dating back to the 17th century. A library filled with rare books and priceless manuscripts. There worked Adam, a simple night guard who loved solitude and silence. He didn't expect tonight to be any different, but he was wrong. He began his usual round checking locks, turning off lights, passing by familiar shelves. As the clock struck midnight, he heard the thud of a book falling. He paused, unsure if he imagined it, then heard it again. The sound came from the restricted section of the library, a place sealed off for years after a mysterious fire. No one was allowed in, not even the director. Adam approached cautiously, flashlight trembling in his hand. The door was ajar, though he was sure it had been chained shut. On the floor lay an old rusty key and a folded paper. He picked up the note, reading, "Do not use unless you're ready to see what must not be seen." He stood frozen, heart racing, but curiosity overpowered fear. He took the key and walked toward a side lock near the map hall. The key slid in smoothly as if it had been waiting. A heavy lock clicked open and the door groaned like it hadn't moved in centuries. He stepped into a narrow corridor, one he never knew existed. The walls were made of black stone, the ceiling low. With every step, the air grew colder. He could hear his own breathing and something else. The corridor ended at a massive wooden door carved with strange symbols. The door was slightly open. He pushed it, entering a dark, vast room filled with unlabeled books. The scent was a mix of dust, dampness, and something indescribable. In the center of the room, a wooden chair, occupied by a man, still expressionless, but very much awake. The man spoke in a deep voice. "At last the one with the key arrives." Adam asked, tense, "Who are you?" "I wrote the truth," the man replied. "So they locked me here." "This place isn't for storing books. It's for locking away those who reveal what must remain hidden." The books began to move, as if breathing. Some opened on their own, pages flipping rapidly. He heard whispers and languages he didn't understand. He looked around, trying to run, but the corridor vanished. The room began to close in on him. He watched his name carve itself on the wall with no hand to guide it. "Did you read the note before using the key?" the man asked. "Yes, but they were just words," Adam replied. "Some words rule worlds," the man said. "Some keys don't open doors. They seal destinies." Adam tried to scream, but no sound came. Tried to run, but couldn't feel his legs. He found himself sitting in the same chair, and the key was in his hand. The man who was there disappeared. Outside, the door shut itself. The book stopped moving. Silence returned as if nothing had happened. The next morning, the library director arrived as usual. Everything was in place except one thing. Near the old hall's door was a note. The key was used, the chair is filled. Adam was never seen again, not a trace left behind. Yet at night, footsteps are still heard, slow footsteps stopping by a certain shelf. Then fading away, the key was later placed in a glass case. A label reads, "The final key, do not touch." Since that night, no one goes near that hallway. No one speaks of Adam and whispers his name. They say, if you speak his name aloud in the library, you'll hear footsteps approach, even if you're alone. Because some secrets must remain locked. Some keys don't open doors, but curses. The chair still waits in the room for the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a story. I'm Hassam, and this was today's podcast. See you tomorrow, my dear listener.